Hello there, good evening, and welcome to the Royal Sports Complex. Well, it's going to be an exciting evening today. Royal College taking on the boys from Bamlapitiya, that's St. Peter's. Well, the Reed Avenue boys going into this game with favourites, but you can't write anything off knowing St. Peter's and their capabilities and their coaching staff, as well as the players who have done so well so far this season. So it's a fantastic season for both teams so far. Royal is so hot on soon after the Rugby, and in fact, it's a wonderful evening, fantastic conditions, but still you cannot write any of these teams off. Well, so joining me in this evening, a person who knows Sri Lanka schools rugby so well and a nominee for the best sports journalist award for the presidential category. Well, Sabir, good evening, and just give us a brief on this game.
Good evening, Clifford. Thank you for the introduction. Yes, it's going to be an exciting game, but the thing is, both the teams coming after a huge break, not a week or two. It's pretty much 3 weeks break, and you don't know how the team has how the team has taken it easy, or they still have worked hard during those valleys. That's going to come into the action today, because it's not a one half game, it's all about 80 minutes game. So Royal have showed loads of character, loads of courage, especially in their forwards who dominate throughout this league. And on the other hand, St. Peter's and their coach Colin Dinesh would have been absolutely disappointed, especially with their performance. They had the good start against Kingswood in the first match, whereas the faster moving centre Thikshan Ashan scored 4 tries. But since then, they were not playing according to their potential, especially in the back rows threes, because they were a team to win the 7th title. They could not win early January. So, but this game, it's all new start for both the teams. So both the teams knows their strength and weaknesses, and it's going to be a 80 minutes action packed. But the pitch is not really good for the running game, because it's so soggy at the conditions here, looking at the through these combox windows. So Royal probably have a little advantage with regard to the pitch as well.
Well, talking about St. Peter's, well, under the leadership of Kevin Dixon, they almost won everything last season. They won the sevens, and also they had a good side, and well, they scored plenty of tries. So it was a fantastic season they had. So I guess this year the expectations were slightly too high on them, but still, even though they have not lived up to the expectations, like Sabir said, I'm sure they can still cause an upset, and they have the potential to deliver. On the other hand, Royal, well, they're having a good season, I would say a fantastic season, and definitely they're going to be hot favourites, because they're going to play this game in their home grounds. Sabir, what is your say on Royal?
Yeah, I would like to put that question to Abdullah, of course, former Royal captain, who's with us in the commentary box. Abdullah Yusuf, what's your view for Clifford's question, Abdullah?
Yes, well, as Clifford said, I think it's going to be a very close game. But I think just looking at the pitch conditions, it's extremely soggy, because there's been torrential downpour throughout this week, and the ground is extremely scruffed up. St. Peter's, I think throughout the season it's been pretty obvious that they'd like to play with their 3 quarters. So they'd like the conditions to be a bit harder underfoot, and I don't think they're going to find these conditions in their favour. Royal, on the other hand, like to keep it tight, like to play a bit more narrow, and I think these conditions will favour them. So I think all in all it should be a close game, but I'd like to think that Royal will be slight favourites.
Well, there you go. That's from a Royalist, a former captain. And so definitely it's going to be a fantastic evening. Well, there you go. That's the Royal team card starting lineup. Mohammad Nabil and Hamza Bari, Ayesha Maduranga, Harit Lokugamage, Ashen Fernando, Pasindo Amarasinghe, Madishan Madhumevan, Nikhil Gunadhira, the captain, coming in at number 8. Then Ashok Vijay Kumar, the vice captain, on number 9. And Lennox Klenaratna, and also MG Gunwardana, Tulaib Hassan on number 12, number 13, Jarindo Dilshan, and Mahima Gamage on number 11. And the key man who's been the leading point scorer for Royal College, Owen Aski. Oh, he had a fantastic game down in Kandy, as well as the first leg. So far, he's the man with the boots. So there you go. So that's the Royal lineup. And if you look at St. Peter's, well, starting from the prop forward, Rahul Delpachitra, Ravi Napa, Kenneth Vimaladasa, Sanu Kananekar, Ashen Mendis and Angelo Mendis joining hands, and also Shane Gurusingha, fantastic player, Senura Premavardhana and Avishka Heenpalla, the number 9. Well, Sivraj Stephen, number 10, a man to look out for. and also Takshin Nonis, Standesh Jaivikrama, Tikshana Dasanayaka, the leading scorer, Shehan Ratnayaka and Diat Fernando. Well, there you go. That's the lineup for St. Peter's College. Well, you can see both the teams are on the field, and Royal, they are doing their traditional stuff in the middle of the field, and also you can see St. Peter's. Well, it's going to be slightly a challenge, Abdul, with these muddy conditions, and the jerseys are more or less similar. Well, it'll be tough to identify the jerseys with these conditions. It's going to be a huge challenge for Dinka Piris.
Not only Dinka Piris, I think it'll be a challenge for us as well as the game goes on. But it'll be interesting to see how St. Peter's adjusts to these conditions. I think that's going to be the key to their success. As the game goes on, the conditions will probably get a bit more muddy. It could even get dry if the rain stays away. So let's see how the game goes.
Well, there you go. Ovi Navishka with the ball, puts it nice and up in the park. Slightly miscued. So no harm done. It's just only the first few seconds of the game. So Dinka Piris had to bring the ball back to the center line for a throw-in. Well, Abdul, I have to agree with you as well as disagree with you with regard to the conditions, because the reason is, if you look at the weather conditions, usually the upcountry teams always have the upper hand when it comes to conditions such like this. But however, considering the fact for the last 2 to 3 weeks, almost a month, it's been like this, even including Colombo and all parts of the country. So I'm sure they are pretty used to it, and therefore I'm sure the coaches nowadays, they are highly advanced. They have a lot of stats with them, so they would have prepared their team accordingly.
Yes, I've no doubt about that, but the thing is, it'll depend on how well they adjust to the conditions. I think that's going to be the key, because St. Peter's, I think, showing good intent at the start. They're looking at running the ball.
Well, as we speak, there's a breakthrough from St. Peter's. Good running there. Sandesh Jaivikrama breaking free. Fantastic start for St. Peter's. And there you go, you can see Sandesh Jaivikrama and Diant Fernando were combining nicely and taking that ball forward, and probably they would have gained about 20 yards, but good comeback there by Royal. Good defensive play.
Yes, good defense. Royal have got to make their first time tackles. I think that was something that let them down in the first leg of the Bradby as well. Again, Trinity making those initial breaks, and I think they can't let that happen. And it's something which they need to watch out for, otherwise it could be a long evening for them during this game.
Good line out, clean ball. Nicely taken by St. Peter's. Avishka Hinpal waiting for that ball to come out. Well, ball lost, seems like turnover. Well, no chance.
Yes, skipper Gunadira, they are penalized for not staying on his feet when grappling for the ball there. Peters also trying to vary the game. I think they made a good start at trying to do a rolling maul at the start, taking Royal a bit by surprise there, and now they've got a chance to go up early in this game. Also, Clifford, if you noticed at the kickoff, as Peters kicked the ball out on the full, the general tendency is to ask for a scrum at the centre line, but Royal opted to go for a line out. So unfortunately, the throw didn't quite work out, but I think they're making their intentions very clear to see where exactly their strength lies.
So still the score remaining 0-0, and chance for St. Peter's. The courtesy of Sivraj, Stephen. If they can make this, it's going to be 3-0. So a good start for St. Peter's. Royal did so well to break that link-up play. Nice kick. A challenging one.
Well, Clifford, unfortunately we don't have the TMO here. This is what happens, but that's very close. But I think he just missed just to his right on that occasion. But St. Peter's, on the other hand, they had a poor start with that kick going in out in full, but they didn't give up. Good to see their captain making some great yards, because he didn't make a huge impact this season. But here you go with that basketball pass to his centre quarter.
Well, in fact, kick went over the post. Well, good start there once again. Restart has been fantastic for St. Peter's. Well, they've been attacking from the word go. So Royal is slightly on the back foot at the moment. There you go, kick and chase. It's a foot race now. Good recovery there by Royal. Fantastic defensive play. Knowing that there's a player charging towards that, it was a suicide. Once again, Peter is putting on all fantastic effort to keep the ball ball in the park. Still driving forward. Royal is out of jail at the moment, but still position is in favour of St. Peter's. Stephen, seems like a forward pass, but the referee says play on. It was very close. Good continued play there. Well, face number 3 coming up. This time it's Senadira. It's been brought up. Nicely forming up that ruck. Still a bit of work to be done. Well, there you go. It's pick and run from there. Managed to gain about good 3 to 4 yards. Chips it back, no danger. Plenty of space for Diantha Fernando, but he kicks it right into the hands of Bari, and Bari is lucky to escape. No, I thought for a moment the referee would have said, like, ball has fallen or in between the legs, but then again it's a knock forward.
There's a comedy of errors there, Clifford, I think from both sides. Royal doing extremely well to turn that ball over from a defensive position, but the kick by Ashok was not well chased, and it gave St. Peter's a chance to come back. I think both teams will have to show a bit more respect to the conditions. As you said there, from that kick, the Royal hook, I believe it was Riza who just knocked the ball down there. And they have to be mindful that it's not, although the sun is out, the underfoot conditions are extremely soggy.
Well, Abdul, I have to agree with you, because you made a point that Royal didn't opt for the scrum, and it makes sense, because with these conditions it's very difficult to go in for a scrum and hold up. So it was a sensible decision by the team to in order to opt for the line out, I guess.
Yeah, but yes, that would be a logic, but in the case of Royal, the line out is their key attacking weapon. So I'm sure that's why they went for it. Probably if they managed to get that and get a rolling maul going at the start, yeah, they would have got into Peter's territory immediately. But unfortunately, that didn't quite work out. Referee Dinka Piris, they are just penalising Royal for not keeping their shape in the scrum, as it was like boring in. I think that was the penalty which they conceded. So now they're given Peters another opportunity to get back into their own 22, and another good attacking platform for Peters to try and get some points.
So Sandesh Jayavikrama going for that kick and losing his footing, but still managed to get the ball out for touch. So line out for St. Peter's. Still attacking, but this time it's lost. Chance for Royal to regain some position and get out of trouble. It's all set for clearance. Let's see how good is the clearance. Ball was up in the air. Fantastic under pressure.
Yes, how often has Ashok done that for Royal over the last 2 seasons? I mean, he's been the rock in the Royal team, playing back to his favourite accustomed position of scrum half after being tried in various positions at the start of the season. And he's got Royal out of the woods on many occasions, and he's done that again on that occasion as well.
Hold this again. Fantastic there. Beautifully done. Well, they are going to lose this ball. They're going to hold on to it. And it's obvious, what they're going to do with that. Robin Yapa's throw was slightly miscued, but Royal holding on well. Specialist of the rolling maul. Vijay Kumar, well, in fact, Ashok wants the ball out, but still opting to. Well, this time it's a turnover. St. Peter's charging in, not much of Royal numbers there, but still. Good defense there by Royal. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Tikshana Dasanayaka been brought down. Javira this time makes no mistakes. Diat Fernando joining in that fantastic line, and Peter scores first, 5-0.
Yes, Clifford, that's something Royal just can't afford to do against this flying Peters backline. They turned over position on that occasion, and the Royal defense was not structured, and that just gave St. Peters the opportunity to penetrate those holes in the Royal defense, and Peters now have got the ascendancy. They're 7 points up, and I think it's something which we discussed at the start of the game, the Royal three-quarter defense. And again, St. Peters just managed to penetrate the defense without much problem. So it's something which Royal will have to tighten up during the course of the game if they want to remain competitive.
Well, Robin Yapa's throw was slightly miscued, but it was rescued by Royal. In fact, like it was one line out was won by Royal, but they couldn't hold on to that maul. It was a turnover ball. Peters charging forward. Well, beautiful link-up play there by Sandesh Jayavikrama, who broke through the Royal defense, and Diat Fernando made no mistake. So 5-0 for St. Peters. Sivraj Stephen. Well, he makes no mistakes. Seems like 7-0, yes. Good start for St. Peters. Well, Abdul, for the first 10 minutes, Peters were pushing it so hard, and they were playing within Royal territory, and they didn't make much mistakes. They were pressing Royal, and they reaped that reward. 7-0.
Yes, Clifford, I think nothing Royal have to do is just settle down, and they need to control position a bit more. They are turning position over far too easily. And on the counter-attack with these three quarters that St. Peters possess, they are going to be very, very dangerous. So I think it's something which the Royal will have to tighten up their set-piece game. That's where they are comfortable. That's where their strength is. And they need to just make sure that they control possession.
Look at that. Seems like it was a free run. Running through the defense. Good quick hands. Well, he could have left that ball out, but opting to keep the ball forward or inside. Good quick hands. Nice break-up play and nice link-up play. Senura Premardana refusing to go down, and this time it's Angelo Mendes driving forward. Loose ball. Royal secures it. Well, you can't complain. The referee was too close.
Yes, I think Royal suffering from a bit of Rugby blues, as it were. I think they need to shake that out and get it out of their system. Otherwise, it's going to be a long day on the field today, because this Peters team seemed to have turned up ready to play. So I think Royal, just as we mentioned earlier, Clifford, they just need to settle down. They need to start controlling position a bit more, because as of now, there have been at least 3 or 4 turnovers. And that's just given them the opportunity to, for Peters rather, to counter-attack.
Also, quite interesting changes Coach Dinesh have made. Now, Sandesh Jayavikrama in this scrum, he's pretty much like a first receiver alongside, and Diat Fernando is in the fullback position. There goes Avishka Hinpala trying to dummy it through, but looking for the support. The good turnover by Royal. It's Mahima Gamage who went to secure that ball. Referee Kapir is playing advantage. Ashok Vijaykumar using the short side this time. Ayush Maduranga going for the fend off, but good defense coming in by St. Peters. Just through the halfway mark. Good break by number 7. That's Malaysia. Royal inching to opposite territory for the second time. Good hit by Fernando. Vijay Kumar once again sending out wide. A decoy running coming into play. St. Peters making the rushing defense, Clifford. Royal too flat, and some of their players playing almost offside, but referee playing advantage, I think. Another fumble, and initially it was St. Peters whose offside, says referee Kapiri. So I was talking about the placement changes. Now Diat Fernando, who used to play as number 12 or number 13, now he's moved to fullback position, and Sandesh Jayavikrama coming to the first receiver pretty much. Combining with Stefan Sivraj, that's working so far so well for St. Peters.
Well, that helped them to capitalize on numbers as well, because you can see the pace what Sandesh Javikram and Diyat Fernando. I mean, both of them, like, Sandesh is slightly a big built lad. Like, he's tall, he's got power, so it makes sense to bring him in. And Diyat Fernando, he is so fast, he had the pace, and him coming from instead of a centre, as from a fullback point, he's coming in and joining the line and making that extra number. That makes sense, and that's how they could score the first try as well.
Yes, creating the overlap always poses a lot of problems for any defensive team. Just coming back to the game, I think Royal have got a good opportunity now to try and get some ascendancy in this game with this rolling maul. Just control the pace, and they're doing it well. Inch by inch, they're going in front, and I think they have collapsed it. I'm not sure whether it's legal, but referee Dingapiri seems to have let it go, and they got the ball out.
Well, good quick hands, but Royal loses it this time, and for chance for St. Peter's.
Diyat Fernando, we were talking about Diyat Fernando. There goes number 13, Clifford. And what a lovely try. Just what the doctor ordered for St. Peter's College. But Diyat Fernando, this name you are going to see in the upcoming 7th tournament. He is a guy to represent Sri Lanka under 20 in 7 as well. So things are so well so far. Talk about that try, Abdullah.
Yes, well, I think the Peters 3/4 are a class apart. I think that's pretty easy to discern. But then again, if you just look at that situation, Royal turned ball over, and what happens is the Peters 3/4 are much superior to the Royal 3/4. And when you turn over ball, your defense is not structured because you are expecting you are in an attacking position, and they have turned ball now about 3 or 4 times. And if they continue to do this, I think it's going to be a long day for Royal. They need to tighten up. Their rolling maul has been effective to a certain extent, but beyond that, they just don't seem to know what to do. And I think Coach Martis will have to just tell the boys to settle down. I think it's important that Gunadhira and Ashok speak to the boys, get them composed, and just settle down. I think they need to control the pace of the game, and so far that's just not been. They just haven't been able to do that, Clifford.
Well, 2 out of 2 for Sivaraj Stefan. And score is 14-0, so it's a good start for St. Peter's. Royal, well, you can't blame anyone but for them, because they had the chance, they had the opportunities, they had some fantastic turnovers, but couldn't hold on to that ball. So holding on to the ball means possession, so you can do anything if you have the ball in your hand. And, well, like Abdul said, the defense was slightly disorganized, the line, because they were expecting it was their ball and they were planning to attack, but sudden turnover, couldn't organize the defense while conceding a try. 14 down. Restart by Ashok. This time opting to go very flat. And Peters in return clearing that. And Diyat Fernando once again makes no mistake. Gains about good 25 to 30 yards. So throw in for Royal College. So let's see what can they make out of this throw.
Yes, another opportunity for Royal to get their maul going again. Again, it's just a matter of they have to look and to just slow the pace of the game. It's been too frantic, and that's just been to the advantage of the Peterites. And they've lost
over this time,
out.
Abdul. Well, a bit of miscommunication there, I guess. But quick hands once again, beautifully offloaded. St. Peter's, they are on a mission. Look at that. Stephen this time. And this man is dangerous too. He's not going to give up.
It looks like too easy for St. Peter's so far. Once again entering the red zone. Sivaraj playing as a scrum half. Yapa going into contact.
Vimaladasa refusing to go down. Just taking a couple of defenders along with him. And good quick hands. Stephen, let's see. Can he make that long pass? It's brought down. Good defense there by Royal. But again, it's too close. Too close. They can't breathe now. Scored! Try number 3. Beautiful.
Well, they are scoring with their forwards. They are scoring with their backs. That's Rahul Delpachitra for you, who used to start as a lock forward. But luckily, he's starting as a proper loose head, which is what coach wanted because that's his usual play. So he's showing some power, some strength. Good to see. He has pretty much scored 4 tries so far in this season. Things are going so well. Early Christmas.
Early Christmas for Peters. Well, the question I have to ask is whether Royal has left their mojo back in Kandy.
Yes, they definitely seem to be off the boil, Clifford. Again, it was another lost line out, and it's something which Royal have been doing extremely well this season and last season as well. They very rarely lose possession from their own line out because that is their main attacking platform. And in this game, within this first quarter alone, they have lost at least 3 lineouts on their own throw, which has just put them on the back foot. And it's something which they will have to rectify soon. Otherwise, we could be looking at a long day for Royal.
So not even 20 minutes already, Royal 19 down. So it's going to be tough ask for them to come back. But definitely there's no doubts they have the capabilities of turning things around. But this is not the Royal I've been watching throughout the season. So it's completely a different outfit. But on the other hand, you can't blame anything with these boys. You can't say anything to these boys because St. Peter's, they are on a mission. They are on a roll. Fantastically executed. They came with a plan and they are sticking to their plan. So the forwards, the 3 quarters combining well, and their offload has been fantastic. Good restart once again, opting to go a little bit flat, but this time to the left flank of the field. Bit of a wobbly play there, but St. Peter's still managing to hold on to that ball. So they have to clear that. Not releasing it. Well, Siva Kumar opting to take it. A short tap. Royal driving forward.
They have to get some points on the board now, Clifford. It's absolutely crucial. That will just make them feel much better and settle them down the rail. And this is just the area which they like to be in. 5 meters out. You just do pick and goes. Wear the Peter Wright defense down.
Well, they would have opted to go for the 3 points, but on the other hand, Ashok Vijaykumar had other options. So going for that short tap and quickly driving forward, and this time it makes sense because they're so close. They can go for that. They have the capacity. It's good to see that they believe in themselves. The best thing is they have to hold on to it. They cannot lose the ball at this stage. Still Royal driving forward. Good bit of play there by the forwards. Nicely holding on to the ball, securing that. Using their strength, power. Look at that. Pushing for that 5 points. They have to get there. They have a deficit of 19 points. They have to turn things around. Well, it's a hard battle. They're so close. Well, opting to go on the other side was a missed pass, but then again still securing it. And Royal driving forward, not giving up hope. Plenty of things to do. Still, they have not reached that mark. Few yards again. Few yards out, and still St. Peter's defending so hard. Well, they know they have 19 on the board, but still they are not letting things go. Held back. Good defense there by St. Peter's. If I'm not mistaken, was Rahul. Once again, Royal driving forward. This time it looks like it. Still held back. Well, not utilizing the 3 quarters, opting to go with the forwards. It's going to be very close. Hope they're not going to make many mistakes. They have a fantastic chance and they have a fantastic set of 3 quarters as well. Why not use them? That's my question, Abdul. Well. Referee played advantage. All these ball by was good. The line was, well, in fact.
Yes, it'll be an interesting option now where they'll go for the line out, which hasn't quite been working out today. Ashok seems to have gone for that option. So let's see how it works out. I think it's important that if Royal get this line out, then I think it'll be a foregone conclusion that they'll score. But so far, the line out hasn't quite been working today. So let's just hope they manage to secure possession.
How good defense is that, Abdullah? It's more than 15 faces. Referee playing advantage 5 times, but I'm not sure whether Ashok Vijaykumar taking the quick tap, whether it's the right decision, because early points is always good, and also you have to respect the opposition the way they play.
Yes, it's debatable. It always is, but no damage seems to have done, and Royal finally seem to have got the ascendancy, and they're over. Yes, so good reply by Royal. I think points on the board will make them feel much better. And I think they'll be back into it. I think this will help them settle down, Sabir, because so far the game has been far too frantic. I'm not sure whether they were psychologically tuned on as much as they should have been, and I think points on the board here will definitely calm the Royal nerves down a bit and help them to just gather their thoughts and mount a comeback again.
Well, knowing their strengths, well, this is what I was talking about. And Ashok Vijaykumar, when he took the short tap and he was heavily banking on the forwards and knowing the strength, and they drove forward. And again, the second penalty also, they had the chance, but then again, opting to go for the line out, like Abdul said. Royal banks on their line out a lot. And fantastic rolling ball there and driven forward. And it's scored by Bari. Fantastic try.
It is indeed Clifford Bari, the third choice hooker for Royal. And Owen Askey with the conversion, and it just hit the uprights as players take the 20 minutes break, I think. And also Abdullah, third choice hooker. We saw Fajruddin playing so well in the third match and the fourth match in the league. We saw Hamza Riza starting well. They both scored tries, and it's a good opportunity for Bari. He didn't have a pretty decent two lineouts, but also made a knock on. But it's a good comeback. It'll give some morale boost.
Yes, it's not easy to just suddenly make a comeback. Make an entry into the team mid-season. It's always a very tough ask, and also the game plan Royal play, that hooker position is very, very critical. But I'm sure that last score will help him to calm down, and hopefully this could be a recovery by Royal from now on.
So probably the tactical restart by Royal and good thinking by Ashok Vijaykumar probably would have helped them to score the second try. If you look at the kickoff, and the first two tries, they were going on to the right side, and the third time, they were opting to go for the left. So probably that was the weaker side for St. Peter's, and they managed to win they were putting pressure from there, and they managed to win the penalty, which was taken by the scrum off, and from there onwards they went on to score. So there you go. So that's something, a little bit of stats there, but let's see how it's going to impact the rest of the game. So are they going to capitalize on that? So here we are back again on the halfway mark, and scrum in favour of Royal.
That's a poor restart by Sandesh Jayavikrama. Yeah, that's the second one. In fact, the kickoff and the restart here, just out on the full. Should have kicked deep into Royal 22 and put more pressure. That's where they are in danger as Ashok Vijaykumar feeds the scrum. Referee playing advantage. Vijaykumar with his lovely step and lovely offload to Lennox. I'm sure referee playing still advantage. Ashok Kumar using the shorter side. There goes Dilshan going into contact. Once again using the shorter side. There goes the try scorer. They're talking about hooker Bari. And referee Kapir is coming for the initial. Also, we like to bring you the score updates. St. Thomas's 7 and St. Anthony's 6 at Mount Leonia after 23 minutes played.
Well, that seems like a very close call, 7-6. And St. Thomas is playing in their own yard. And probably St. Anthony's, I guess, they have scored 2 penalties. That's a close call. So, on the other hand, 19-5 here at the Royal Sports Complex. St. Peter's leading again. In fact, still, with St. Peter's displaying some beautiful rugby, putting the pressure on Royal. Restart with a penalty and good touch there, gaining about 20 to 25 yards. Good kick chance for Royal's throw-in. But Sabir, when you look at it, both the kicks, instead of going in too deep, the restarts, so he opted to go for short. So to a certain extent it makes sense because they want to keep the ball. They don't want to give the ball to Royal and again chase the ball. So they want to have it very short, get their forwards charge and lock them down there and push forward. Probably that could be the tactic.
Absolutely, that's what St. Peter's did early on, and we saw Ashok Vijaykumar putting like 5 to 6 box kicks, and his knee was well strapped, but I don't see any strappings now. Probably it's all the kicks made him recover.
Yes, Bradby can do that to you. But I think he's been a key cog in this Royal team, and I think when he plays well and when he gets going, getting the team going forward, then not automatically Royal always plays well. But just getting back to the game again, I think Royal have got another opportunity. They're back just outside their own 22, and another opportunity for them to launch another attack. And if they can get another score within the next 5 to 10 minutes, that will just put Peters under a bit of pressure as well.
Well, Gunadhira holds on to it. and drives forward, and everything is set. Vijay Kumar has to clear it off and sends it to Ashin Fernando. It was brought down. Still Royal holding possession. Vijay Kumar looking for options, and option in favour of Madisha Madhuim. Still Royal holding on to it, and it's a turnover. Referee says play on. Beautifully done. Oh, turnover again. Royal with the ball this time. Vijay Kumar once again opting to go on the blind side. Not much of pace. Ayesh Madhuranga couldn't do much with that ball. He just knocks it forward with the tackle. Conditions are not really good, and especially the area that Madhuranga was running, it was pretty much like a paddy field for me.
Yes, Clifford, I think as you saw in just that phase of play, there were about 3 knock-ons and 3 loss of position. So it's something which both teams will need to keep in mind once again, the underfoot conditions. It's very, very soggy. And I think the team that just manages to adjust to those conditions will prevail. Royal now little by little getting themselves back into the game, putting a bit of pressure on this Peter Wright defense. And Peter Wright's, well, they've been okay so far, but if Royal can retain possession, build up a few phases in attack, it will put Peter Wrights under pressure.
Well, definitely for Royal, I guess the first try would have given them some confidence, and they know it's a lot of hard work to be done, but they are on a mission too, so they're not going to give up because they're home ground and they had a good run to the season, and definitely it's a chance. Once again, Vijay Kumar opting to go for a short tap, knowing there's plenty in the line. Good support there for Royal. Once again, breaking free. This time seems like Mahima Gamage. Can he go all the way? Held back. Well, not 10 yards. So referee has to bring back play. Still Royal has the advantage. Abdul, do you think it's a good, sensible decision to take a short tap?
Well, it took Peter Wrights by surprise on that occasion. They got very close, but I think Ashok has decided now to go back to the trusted formula of the line out. Peter Wrights seem to be making a few uncharacteristic errors once put under pressure, and Royal seem to be again getting their foothold back into this game. So another great opportunity, just about 8 meters outside the Royal try line, and again, if they can just get possession from this line out, it's going to be very hard for the Peter Wrights to stop this.
Well, instead of going for 3 points, opting to go for that line out.
They've shortened the line out, which is an interesting option.
Well, cleanly takes. Driving forward. Royal College still down by 14 points. Can they make amendments and reduce the deficit? Driving forward. Seems like they can do it. Still Royal driving forward. Peters under pressure for bringing that ball down. Can they be penalized?
So I believe he's playing advantage. Let's see if Royal will need that or whether they can do without it.
Well, opting to go with the 3/4 this time. Sending the ball out. Still Royal secures possession. And once again, back to the forwards. And Mohammad Nabil taking that ball forward. Still no chance of getting out there. St. Peter's trying everything hard to keep Royal out of that line. But Royal not giving up. Pushing it forward. Have they scored? No, it's a penalty. Once again. Back to back 2 penalties or 3 penalties, I would say.
Yes, Clifford, referee is, I think, penalizing Peter Wrights for collapsing that maul. This has been about the 3rd or 4th infringement from this zone, and it's what you'd call the red zone. So the Peter Wrights should be a bit careful. If not, they could see one of their players visiting the sin bin if they continue to infringe.
So for me, it seems like a repeat play or a replay. Once again, Royal takes it cleanly, and this time they're forming that maul. They're driving forward. Peters finding it difficult to hold on to it, but Royal, they are not giving up. They know what they're doing exactly. Once again, Bari with the ball, holding on to it nicely. But Peters defending so hard, they're taking that scrum, or rather the maul, to a side, and scores! Try number 2. Hamza Bari makes no mistake, holding on to that maul. Beautifully taken forward or driven forward. Royal utilizing their strength and skills, and they know what they are. The best thing is, Sabir, for me, Royal knows what exactly that they are doing. That's the best thing. And they opted for that line out, and from there they took it forward and scored the second try just like the first one.
Credit to Ashik Vijay Kumar Abdullah, because he's marshalling this trip. We didn't see much impact coming from the skipper because he's taking the decision making. He knows what to do, what the strength is. So he's really carrying that leadership forward. It's good sign. But on the other hand, St. Peter's didn't have much choice, especially that soggy field on there because they were conceding penalty after penalty. They knew a yellow card offence is also coming. So it's good to give a try and play with the entire 15.
Yes, well, it's another way of looking at it. Under dry conditions, it's always hard anyway to stop that rolling maul, so I don't think you stand much of a chance when the underfoot conditions are soggy as it is here. But I think Royal have done extremely well to come back into this game. They just need to continue to attack, and that's a very good kick by Aski there, the hero of the second leg of the Rugby, putting that over, and now it's just a 7-point game, so I think Royal have done extremely well. As you can see, the Peterites a bit shell-shocked, just lumbering back, wondering what exactly has happened. And I think it's just an area where Royal just now need to just box on from here, continue to apply the pressure. 5 minutes more before half-time, if they can just get one more score, even a penalty, and just reduce that deficit a bit more, I think we'll be in for a cracker second half.
Well, I agree with the fact that Vijay Kumar is making most of the calls when it's crucial, but you have to give credit to the captaincy for Gunadhir as well, because if somebody is seeing the game better than him and he's allowing him to give his opinions and accepting that, so that's part of the leadership. Well, as we speak, Royal breaking free this time, and Peters trying their level best to hold on to them, but then again, Royal not giving up. Now they know it's a matter of 7 points. Good hands, beautiful offload there by Royal, driving forward on the right flank. They have plenty of numbers on the line, but still opting to run towards his colleagues in the pack. But again, just want to make it look like a forwards game. Referee's playing advantage. Royal still with the ball. Well, Vijay Kumar opting to go for it, seems like a full out, but he knows there's a penalty coming his way.
Yes, the massive momentum shift, Clifford, in this game. The first 20 minutes, it was all Peters. Royal didn't know where they were coming or going, but they've settled down now, and now it's the Peters' turn to face the music. And another fantastic opportunity for Royal to launch another attack. We're just popping this in and going for a line out, and we're just about 3 minutes out from the half-time whistle, and if they can just get one more score here, that'll just put Royal in a great frame of mind for the second half.
So both the previous occasion, 2 line-outs inside the 25-meter yard or 25-meter line, and they scored on both occasions. So they're the third one, and it's so close as well. So seems like a third one coming their way, but again, St. Peter's by now, having conceded 2, just like the same way, they should be prepared as well. So definitely they're going to discuss about this during the half times. But lost it. Turnover ball for St. Peter's.
Yes, well, crucial loss of position there for Royal. If they could have just got that position, I think the Peterites would have been at the mercy of Royal's rolling maul, but now opportunity for Peters to get out of their half. But again, I think Royal again have done extremely well, and in that last phase of play, Clifford, there were just some fantastic hands by the Royal forwards. They were offloading at will, and in these conditions, it's a very difficult thing to do. It just shows that once you get a bit of confidence, anything is possible.
Well, collapsing down. So as we speak, the score in Mount Lavinia is 11-7. St. Anthony is leading versus St. Thomas's. Bit of a shocker, but you never know. Peters was leading by 19-0. So the deficit has been reduced. Royal coming into this game as favourites. but St. Peter's producing a stunning first 20 minutes. Beautiful display of Rugby first 20 minutes, scoring 19, and Royal now back in the game.
Yes, this current position where the scrum is situated, it's not too bad for Royal if they can just put pressure on the clearance kick and force the Patriots to kick the ball out, probably maybe about 10 meters outside the 22. It'll yet give them an opportunity to launch another line out, and I think that's what they need to do. Not do anything silly, not concede a penalty, and if they can do that, it'll just give them another opportunity to launch another attack. Just got to be a bit smart and patient on this occasion.
Once again, biting up for that scrum. Ball in favour of Peters. St. Peter's, they have to regroup, get back into this game. Will they have the lead, opting to go from the blind? They got space, but not much of pace there. Good turnover ball for Royal. Referee says play on, but he's showing advantage in favour of St. Peter's. Yes, it's a scrum. It's a knock forward. Very unfortunate for Royal. But sensible thinking by St. Peter's as well, Abdul. Knowing that there's nobody on the flank, and instead of going for the kick, opting to run that ball.
Yes, but they need to have retained possession there, Clifford, and that's the key. If you're running from your 22, you just got to have support at the breakdown, and on that occasion, the wing was isolated. It gave Royal the opportunity to turn ball over. But here again, I think if Royal can just put a bit of pressure and not concede too much yardage, another opportunity for them to launch their rolling maul, but not sure whether we'll have time for another play.
Well, good play there by Royal, charging in, but Peters securing that ball. Can it be blocked? No. Puts it back into the Royal territory. Secured, but he he missteps. So it has to be a line out. Well, it's the half time. So as we approach half time, it's 19-12, St. Peter's leading.
As well, Clifford, I think we are going to be in for a fantastic 40 minutes in the second half. At the start, Peterites were all over Royal, taking a 19-point lead. But Royal slowly but surely stamping their authority in the second quarter, and it was all Royal in the second quarter. So we'll see. It will be interesting to see how this game pans out in the second half. And we'll go in for a break, and we'll see you in the second half.
You worried about data? Dialog Home Broadband now gives double data at night.
Then there'll be a thumping bill for sure.
No, you get double the data for free.
Sharp!
Sri Lanka's #1 and fastest internet connection now gives you double the data at night.
Data double.
කොහේ ගියත් කොතැන හිටියත් ශ්‍රී ලංකා පිලේ එංගලන්ත සංචාරයේ උණුසුම් අවස්ථා ඔබේ මොබයිල් එකෙන් සජීවීව ඩයලොග් මයි ටීවී වෙතින්ම පමණයි ඩේටා කාස්තුවක් නොමැතිව දවසටම රුපියල් 333ක් වැනි සුළු මුදලකට ඇති තරම් නරඹන්න ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ටයිප් කර 8282ට SMS කරන්න ඩයලොග් වෙතින් මයි ටීවී අනාගතය ආදායි.
Now transact with over 40 million EasyCash customers via Dialog, Etisalat and Hutch. Dial #111# to register today. Now use selected commercial bank ATMs to withdraw EasyCash at your convenience.
Now I can withdraw EasyCash from any commercial bank ATM which displays the EasyCash logo. Select cardless transactions. Select your preferred language. Select EasyCash. Type in the amount you need. Enter your EasyCash account number. You will receive a message onto your mobile. Enter your EasyCash PIN and send to complete your transaction.
Now use commercial bank ATMs to withdraw EasyCash at your convenience. Call 7111 for more information. EasyCash. Money in your mobile. Connect to Sri Lanka's largest Wi-Fi network with over 2,500 hotspots across the country. Cafes, restaurants, colleges, hospitals, bus stands, train stations, and many more. Select Dialog Wi-Fi and visit wi-fi.dialog.lk to register and get your username and password. Choose from 4 easy ways to top up your account. Go Wi-Fi, go Dialog.
Sri Lanka is a small but proud nation, and we know we can conquer the world. So to me, it's important not to settle for anything but the best. Dialogue Television is our window to the world and brings us the widest range of knowledge, information and entertainment from across Sri Lanka and the globe, from education for our kids to the latest movies. Dialogue Television, powered by the very latest in digital satellite technology, connects the world to every Sri Lankan home. Dialogue is the future today.
Don't be constrained. Be versatile, be flexible. You have the power. Set talk time, SMS and data quotas to match your style and enjoy the full potential of your mobile package. It's my plan from Dialog. Absolute power to you.
To create your own plan, visit www.dialog.lk/myplan or call 1777 for more information. Now, reserving your train tickets is as easy as reaching for your Dialog mobile. Just dial 444 and get instantly connected with the Dialog Expo Rail ticket reservation service. A new and hassle-free way to discover the breathtaking sights and sounds of Sri Lanka is now conveniently at your fingertips, anytime, anywhere. Dial 444 to reserve your Expo Rail train ticket today. Dialog, the future today. Now transact with over 40 million EasyCash customers via Dialog, Etisalat and Hutch. Dial #111# to register today. Now use selected commercial bank ATMs to withdraw EasyCash at your convenience.
Now I can withdraw EasyCash from any commercial bank ATM which displays the EasyCash logo. Select cardless transactions. Select your preferred language. Select EasyCash. Type in the amount you need. Enter your EasyCash account number. You will receive a message onto your mobile. Enter your EasyCash PIN and send to complete your transaction.
Now use commercial bank ATMs to withdraw EasyCash at your convenience. Call 7111 for more information. EasyCash, money in your mobile. Connect to Sri Lanka's largest Wi-Fi network with over 2,500 hotspots across the country. Cafes, restaurants, colleges, hospitals, bus stands, train stations, and many more. Select Dialog Wi-Fi and visit wi-fi.dialog.lk to register and get your username and password. Choose from 4 easy ways to top up your account. Go Wi-Fi, go Dialog.
Sri Lanka is a small but proud nation, and we know we can conquer the world. So to me, it's important not to settle for anything but the best. Dialogue Television is our window to the world and brings us the widest range of knowledge, information and entertainment from across Sri Lanka and the globe, from education for our kids to the latest movies. Dialogue Television, powered by the very latest in digital satellite technology, connects the world to every Sri Lankan home. Dialogue is the future today.
Don't be constrained. Be versatile, be flexible. You have the power. Set talk time, SMS and data quotas to match your style and enjoy the full potential of your mobile package. It's my plan from Dialog. Absolute power to you.
To create your own plan, visit www.dialog.lk/myplan or call 1777 for more information. Now, reserving your train tickets is as easy as reaching for your Dialog mobile. Just dial 444 and get instantly connected with the Dialog Expo Rail ticket reservation service. A new and hassle-free way to discover the breathtaking sights and sounds of Sri Lanka is now conveniently at your fingertips, anytime, anywhere. Dial 444 to reserve your Expo Rail train ticket today. Dialog, the future today. Now transact with over 40 million EasyCash customers via Dialog, Etisalat and Hutch. Dial #111# to register today. Now use selected commercial bank ATMs to withdraw EasyCash at your convenience.
Now I can withdraw Easy Cash from any commercial bank ATM which displays the Easy Cash logo. Select cardless transactions. Select your preferred language. Select Easy Cash. Type in the amount you need. Enter your Easy Cash account number. You will receive a message onto your mobile. Enter your Easy Cash PIN and send to complete your transaction.
Now use commercial bank ATMs to withdraw Easy Cash at your convenience. Call 7111 for more information. Easy Cash, money in your mobile. Connect to Sri Lanka's largest Wi-Fi network with over 2,500 hotspots across the country. Cafes, restaurants, colleges, hospitals, bus stands, train stations and many more. Select Dialog Wi-Fi and visit wi-fi.dialog.lk to register and get your username and password. Choose from 4 easy ways to top up your account. Go Wi-Fi, go Dialog.
Sri Lanka is a small but proud nation, and we know we can conquer the world. So to me, it's important not to settle for anything but the best. Dialogue Television is our window to the world and brings us the widest range of knowledge, information and entertainment from across Sri Lanka and the globe, from education for our kids to the latest movies. Dialogue Television, powered by the very latest in digital satellite technology, connects the world to every Sri Lankan home. Dialogue is the future today.
Yeah, welcome back. You're watching the skills game encounter, the second round encounter between Royal College taking on St. Peter's College at Royal Sports Complex. Royal going down by 19 points to nil in the first 20 minutes and fighting back. The score is 19-12 in favor of St. Peter's. Well, a lot of hard work to be done by Royal, but on the other hand, I would say, Abdul, the hard work has to be done by Peters to hold on to that lead.
Yes, they need to wrest the advantage back, and also the momentum, which has just completely swung Royal's way in the latter part of that first half. And I think Peters will do well to try and get some control of the game in the early part of the second half, because the Royal forwards seem to have got their act together. The line-out seem to have functioned a bit better, and if they are not careful, Royal could be all over Peters in the second half.
Well, seems like no changes from the Royal side. It's the same 15 who played in the first half is still there. And, well, if you look at the St. Peter's, you can see one change. So I'm waiting for the confirmation from the officials. But as we speak, Royal restart, short kick-off. Good take there by Rahul Delpachitra. Scored a try for St. Peter's. Good clean-up work. Sivraj Stephen putting the ball in, but seems like it's a full out.
Yes, and he was outside his 22 as well, Clifford. Not the start Peters wanted. And it's just another opportunity for Royal to launch another attack and put pressure on this Peters team, who just seem to be rattled by that fight back by Royal. And if they don't get some control back into their game, I think it's going to be very, very difficult for them to contain this marauding Royal forward pack.
Well, the substitution player who's in for St. Peter's is Narendra Pereira, coming in as a substitute for the forwards, but again joining the line. But again, Royal securing that line out and forming their maul, taking it forward. So it's going to be a lot of hard work for St. Peter's to stop them. Driving forward, that's what they're good at. They produced 2 tries out of that. Going forward, can this be try number 3 for them? St. Peter's struggling to hold on to that pressure. Beautifully done by Royal. Once again, Bari holding on to that ball. Referee's playing advantage. Well, that man, Vijay Kumar, he's the one who is creating that play. Saw that advantage and opting to go for a short punt and winning that penalty back.
Yes, Clever. I think Peters can consider themselves very lucky not to be a man down on that occasion, because there was at least 3 occasions there where they were deliberately trying to bring that maul illegally. And, it's just 5 meters out. And if Royal get possession from this line out, I think I don't think too many people will be betting against them accumulating another 5 points. Again, it just comes back, if you just look back at that mistake where the Pete Wright fly half Sivakumar popped that ball out. Instead of clearing his lines on the full, it just gave Royal an opportunity just outside the 22, and now they're just 5 meters out. And
so 2 tries scored by 2 lineouts, and third one cleanly taken by Royal. Loose ball, but again securing that ball, but not a rolling ball this time. It's a ruck, but again forwards driving forward. St. Peter's trying their level best to hold on to that defense. Royal not giving up. Chance for them once again. Held back. Vijay Kumar looking for his blind side. Cleanly collected, but can it be taken forward? It's a close one. The players claim for it. Not a try, not a try. So the referee had to get advice from the touch judge. So it's a penalty. Once again, Vijay Kumar opting to go for that touch.
Speed rights need to be really careful. It's another infringement. I think a matter of time before the referee Dinka will be going to his pocket. And I think Royal, again, another opportunity to get some points.
Once again, line out, favor of Royal. Can they go for it? They have done it several times. Yes, they did it again. Holding on to it, driving forward. This is what they are good at. But Peters putting a lot of pressure on the defense. Is it a turnover? No, still Royal has the ball. Just few yards. Pushing it forward. But that ball is not going anywhere. But opting to go for it, and he scores! Try number 3 for Royal College. They are back in it. This is what we spoke about. No chance of giving up. They're playing in their home grounds. Comeback try. Beautifully done. 19-17 is the score, and the kick to come.
Yes, Clifford, if you saw that, the entire focus of the Peter Wright defense was on the rolling maul. And Ashok just spotting the gap on the fringe where they just didn't have their defense line spanned out, and he just went right over. So just fantastic vision by Ashok on that occasion, and Royal right back at it. Just a 2-point difference with the conversion to come.
Well, this boy, number 9 jersey, Ashok Kumar, doing a fantastic job for Royal College. Well, he's been running his troops, supporting his forwards, giving advice for the 3 quarters, combining both sets of players, and also creating so many plays, and now he's scoring. Ashok Vijay Kumar, jersey number 9, Royal College, the man of the match for me, definitely, no doubt about it. Well, there you go. It's all even. Owinaski makes no mistake. Just a similar kick like he converted in Bradby couple of weeks back. And this time from the corner flag, he makes no mistake. 2 points added. 19-all. Adul, the game on.
Very much so, Clifford. After the first quarter, we were just thinking it's going to be one-way traffic all the way. But I think Royal have settled down. They've got their set play back on track. And I think now it's the Peters just wondering what has hit them. And if they are not careful and if they are not smart on how they approach this, it's going to be very, very hard for them to stop this Royal momentum.
Restart. Hope it's going to stay in this time. Yes, it stays in. Royal opting to go for that clearance. Can't complain. Decent clearance, gaining about 10 yards. Good comeback try there by Royal College. Beautiful conversion. Fantastically done by the man who made the difference down in Kandy, Owinaski. And the boy, Ashok Vijay Kumar. What a play he is. St. Peter's with the throw. Ravi Nyapa sending it out. Cleanly taken this time. Avishkahin Palla sending it out. What was that all about? What was that?
There's no purpose in spreading the ball like that. They were just drifting across. The Royal three-quarter also held their line and just pushed the Peter Wright defense right across, and there was no space even if they had caught that ball there, Clifford. It was just one of those occasions where you just run the ball for the sake of running without any clarity of purpose. So if they've now once again turned the ball over, and Pete Wrights just seem to be lost for ideas. All of a sudden, mind seems to be cluttered. They just seem to be absolutely rattled by this Royal onslaught, and credit to Royal the way they have fought themselves back.
Well, I'm sure probably they would have had a chat in the halftime on how to stop that rolling ball. So no wonder they're running out of options at the moment, but you can't blame them. It's a fantastic comeback by Royal. So St. Peter's, they have to regroup. Well, they do have their options. They played a fantastic game of rugby for the first 20 minutes, so they have to go back and gain that form and momentum. So they just lost momentum. You can't rule anything out right now. It's 19 all. It's all even. So St. Peter's, still they are capable of creating an upset here. Royal driving forward. Beautifully done there by the forwards.
So this is what Royal is comfortable in doing. Playing narrow as possible, retaining possession, not turning ball over, and they seem to be doing that extremely well now.
Seems like a turnover. Referee says play on. It's a turnover. Stephen this time. Stephen sends it out. Beautifully done by Thikshan Nonis. He's been brought down. No, this time it's Nonis. He collects it. Good tackle there by Royal. Good defensive work. Heenpalla looking for options. And he's opting to go on his own. Brought down, held back. Ball lost. Turnover.
No, being penalized for offside there, the Royal defense. Yes, I think Peters, what they need to do is they need to be a bit patient and try and build up phases. They're trying to do too much too soon, and they're going nowhere. So it's another opportunity for them to get some points and get back into the lead, and they've opted to go for the kick. Just Clifford, I think the thing which Peters are doing, they're just trying to bulldoze themselves over first phase play. It's not that easy. They need to be a bit patient, create a few phases, retain position, just ask questions of the Royal defense. So far what they're doing is that they're forcing the issue, and they're turning ball over, which is playing right into Royal's hands.
So this man, Sadesh Javikrama, he's holding on to the ball after a very long time. Didn't see him much in the first half, latter stage of the first half. Didn't see him coming into play at all. It's pretty much the forwards game. Sandesh Javikrama for St. Peter's. Nice kick. Had the direction but not the distance, just falling short. Good attempt. Sensible thinking by St. Peter's. They need to get some points and put pressure on Royal. Restart. Ashok Vijaykumar opting to go very deep into the St. Peter's territory. The try scorer for St. Peter's, Dieth Fernando, kicks into, and he finds touch. Beautifully done by Dieth Fernando, who scored 2 tries for St. Peter's. 2 beautiful tries. The second one was brilliant. It was just a turnover ball. Just ran simply about 70 meters to score.
Isn't that's the kind of situation St. Peter's need to replicate again, Clifford, in the second half. Try to break up play as much as possible, so it will give the opportunities for their 3 quarters a bit of room and space to run. So far they haven't been able to do that. They've been very impatient. They've been forcing the issue and turning ball over in the process.
Well, forwards at work. Royal winning the line out and losing it this time. It's just pick up and run for Sajid Seram. Charging forward St. Peter's, but turnover. Referee says play on. Beautifully done. Bari, forward player, scoring 2 tries and turning that ball around. Thikshan and Nonis, can he go all the way? Brought down, he needs support. Nicely done by St. Peter's this time. Trying to work that ball out. It's too far. Still secures, but this time pick and run. Seems like Royal is on the way. Can he go for the try number 4? No, he's been brought down. Didn't have much pace, but good run there. Gaining plenty of yardage. Beautifully done. Peters trying to secure possession. Holding on to the ball. Seems like a forward pass. Referee says play on. Narendra Perera, the substitute, coming in. Couldn't hold on to that ball. Was knocked forward.
End-to-end rugby, Clifford. But then again, if you saw that occasion when the ball got turned over by St. Peter's, there was absolutely no reason for him to throw such a long cutout pass in these wet conditions. They just need to have gone hands, because when you throw the cutout pass, the defense just moves right across. And, those just small mistakes are just costing Peters dearly.
There you go. Very tactical. Very clinical analysis there by Abdul. Royal with the ball. Driving forward. St. Peter's, they had a beautiful passage of play, but unable to hold on to that ball. Once again, Royal with the ball. Seems like a clean one.
Interesting. Nikhil has come off. Ashok playing, I think.
So both the teams, with these conditions, it's very difficult to hold on to those crumbs. It's very slippery. So the forwards have to put a lot of effort to keep that scrum up. So that's going to be challenging as well.
Yes, I think a lot of focus on the referee as well to manage the situation. But Clifford, just a small observation Sabi just brought up. Royal have made an interesting change. Skipper Gunadira has moved to the scrum half position and Ashok has moved to number 8. So let's see what they have planned out here.
So seems like the idea behind that is for Gunadira to break free, but Vijay Kumar couldn't control that ball well, but still managed to hold on to it.
Yes, I think there's a high tackle there. It's going to be a warning against St. Peter's.
Well, not a warning, seems like a card coming the way.
I hope it's a warning. I don't think it was as bad as it was, Clifford. You don't want referees to be just dishing out yellow cards for the sake of it. Yes, he's done well there, Dinka. Pires just warning the player not to go, to keep it low.
But that combination of it play didn't work out properly.
What a fantastic touch kick there, Clifford, by Ashok. He couldn't have placed that better. And Royal just 5 meters out, and opportunity to take the lead for the first time in this game.
So if you give away the ball within your territory, that's going to happen. So that's probably what the boys from Bamba would have learned from that kick.
Well, they don't seem to have learned yet, Clifford. They just keep doing the same mistake over and over again.
So fairy tale start for them, but couldn't hold on to it. But seems like this time Barry going forward again, holding on to that.
Yes, Clifford, referee Dinka seems to be playing advantage as well, because they've tried to collapse that maul illegally. So let's see how that works out. And they're all over. They take the lead for the first time in this game. What a monumental fight back here by Royal. St. Peter's, 6ers and 7s, they just don't seem to have a clue what is happening to them, and Royal have bounced back and taken the lead for the first time in this game.
Beautiful execution by Royal. Well, the saddest part is that Peters knew it was coming that way, and they couldn't do anything to stop that, because that's the beauty about this Royal attack. But on the other hand, Peters did well to hold on to it for some time, but again they knew, obviously, that they have to give in. But on the other hand, Royal also well made that, and they constructed it beautifully And Ashok Vijay Kumar, the credit goes to that boy for that beautiful kick. And from there onwards, the forwards doing their job. And let's see, this man who caused the upset down in Kandy makes no mistake. Owinaski. So 2 good conversions by him.
Yes, Clifford, we were talking about Pete Wright trying to hold the maul. The thing is, from such a short distance, you're not going to be able to stop that maul legally because Royal just execute it very well. The thing is, you just got to go a few phases back. You have got to avoid putting yourself in those situations. And St. Peter's have turned ball over. They are putting themselves into those situations where they are forced to defend the maul, and it's not a very easy thing to do.
26-19 is the score. Royal leading for the first time. Good collection there by Ashen Fernando. Makes no mistake. Sends it to Vijay Kumar and he clears it. And has he found touch? Yes, he has. He has. Beautiful reply by Royal College scrum off. 26-19. What a game this is. St. Peter's coming into this game as underdogs, had a fairy tale start. 19-0 they were leading. It was a dream start for them. But Royal, after the first 20 minutes, it took 20 minutes for them to settle into this game. And they came back very strongly in the second half. But Peter, still they have the time, they have the ability, they have the players who could turn things around. So let's see what the coaching staff is going to, how they're going to manage it. But as we speak, Stephen breaking free, but he's been held back by Royal defense. Didn't gain much yard, just ran across the field only. Impala sending it out. Once again, blocked by St. Peter's. Turnover. Referee's playing advantage. It's knocked forward by St. Peter's. But ball in favor of Royal College. So those are the mistakes that's causing the game for St. Peter's. 26-19 is the score. If you're just joining us, you're watching the game between Royal College versus St. Peter's at the Royal Sports Complex. Beautiful start by St. Peter's, leading 19-0 and Royal coming back in. Now Royal leading 26-19 and still Royal dominating the second half. And well, not a good kick, but still St. Peter's secures position, and this time seems to be a good clearance.
That was taken back. This Peters team just seemed to be absolutely rattled. You can see they are not thinking clearly. They seem to have run out of ideas, and they're just turning position over for Royal, and another opportunity for Royal to, construct a rolling maul and drive towards that Peter Wright try line.
Well, it's worse. You can't expect that to happen. Could have played a little bit of sensible rugby. Once again, line out in favor of Royal. They didn't make much mistakes with the line outs.
Yes, penalized there for delaying the throw in. A bit of a reprieve for Peters on that occasion, because if Royal had got possession from that line out, it would have been very, very dangerous. And it's interesting to see what they are going to do here.
Oh. Kick and chase this time. Seems like a knock forward. Referee didn't spot that. Royal still continuing to play. That was a good call. You can't blame him. In fact, it was a knock forward by Sandesh Jaivikrama, who was charging forward, but probably referee didn't spot that. But on the other hand, it's a knock forward by Royal. So chance for St. Peter's to make some amendments.
Yes, Clifford, it's a great attacking opportunity. Center scrum, you have option of going either way. And it's just a matter of, I think Peters, they need to be a bit patient without just trying to force the issue, because their backs given room, they will make inroads, but they just need to create that opportunity, and so far they haven't been doing that.
Well, similar game happening in Mount Lavinia.
I
St.
think
Anthony's was
sorry,
lead.
Clifford, I think Peters are very lucky to get away with that. Royal just put tremendous pressure on that scrum. Peters unable to hold the scrum. You could see very clearly they were just wheeling the scrum, and I think they can count themselves very, very lucky to have got just the reset instead of being penalized.
St. Anthony's was leading, but now St. Thomas is there back into it. 27-11. St. Anthony's leading. St. Thomas is leading versus St. Anthony's at Mount Lavinia. So that's the second game, and all we knew was Trinity was leading 7-0 at the half time. So the latest update what we get from the Lions Park in Kandy is 7-5. 2 points lead for Trinity versus St. Peter's. Science College, pardon me. So St. Peter's versus Royal, 26-19. Peter's leading and Royal coming back into this game.
Sorry, Clifford. It'll be interesting. I'm really interested to see how this scrum is going to go. Just looking at that last scrum, the Peterite forwards seem to be very, very tired. I'm just wondering whether those constant rolling mauls of Royal seem to have taken its toll on this Peters pack. Let's just see how they form in this line. And they are going backwards, but they retain possession well here.
Center Premor, then a breaking free for St. Peter's, winning a penalty. Quick tap there by Avishka Heenpalla. Didn't have much support. Was a lonely striker, but again, he's got support now. Beautiful mix-up play. Harin Bianwala, or rather Ravin Nyapa there. Good hands. Good defense there. Past the soggy area. Can he go all the way? This boy, try number 3. He's been held back. Diaz Fernando thought for a moment he scored. He could have dived. He didn't go for it. Beautiful defense there by Royal College. If they miss this try, St. Peter's, definitely they're going to be having a discussion about it. He crossed the line, but he didn't score. And try number 3, in fact 4. Beautifully done.
That's what we were saying, Clifford. It was important that Peters build up some phases and show a bit of patience. And they did it that time, and they find themselves just 2 points adrift of Royal, and game back on again.
Well, for a moment I thought when Diaz Fernando, when he crossed the line, well, in fact he would have dived. So he just crossed the line and he was held up there. And if you had, if St. Peter's was, if they had failed to score from that point, definitely they were kicking themselves for that mistake.
But what they did well there, Clifford, is they didn't panic. They just set the next phase and they just slowed down. They looked for their options and, they scored. And I think that's what Peters should do without trying to force the issue. Just be a bit more calculated in their attack.
Stefan with the kick. (26-24) is the score. The kick to come. Very close. Very close. But beautiful execution. I think the place where he's placed that ball was slightly soggy and muddy. There was a misstep as well. Probably that would have contributed.
Yes, not easy in that particular area where he was kicking. It's pretty roughed up as well, but he did well to get as close as he did, Sivakumar, on that occasion. And Clifford came back on again.
Well, it's all happening here at the sports complex. 26-24 is the score. St. Peter's not giving up. Well, they have a reason to fight back because they were leading. They were dominating for the first 20 minutes. They had everything in their hand. But Royal, they took everything away from them coming back into this game. 26-24. What a score it is. Very close. That conversion, if you had not misstepped or rather slipped, could have gone in. just missed by a few inches. 26 all would have been the score, but 24-26. Royal still leading by 2 points.
Yes, Clifford. Now that was the second consecutive infringement Royal did at the breakdown, and I think they just need to be a bit careful and a bit patient because, again, the momentum has swung the other way. They just need to be a bit patient and try to wrestle that momentum back. It just seems such a crucial part in this game, the momentum swinging either way. And we're just approaching the last half an hour of this game. Whichever team manages to wrest the momentum, I think will take it away.
Oh, that was a throw was not straight. So
yes, it was a crooked throw. Royal had the option of going for the scrum or the line out, and they've taken the option of the line out. No surprise there.
So once again, well, it was not a good line out by Royal, but ball secured for St. Peter's. Kick and chase. Is it a good one? Seems like a good kick. Yes, it finds touch. Sensible play. Probably saw all the 3 quarters up there to defend. And Jai Vikrama opting to kick. Sensible thinking. And he does it beautifully and finds touch. But on the other hand, haven't gained much yardage. It's about 10 to 15 yards, but it's good enough considering the pressure that Royal is putting on St. Peter's. (24-26). What a game. Good Royal line out. Cleanly collected there by Madisha. Driving forward Royal. Once again, Bari holding into that ball. That's the maul. Can they go all that 60-70 meters? Peters finding it very difficult to hold on to it. Look at that. Beautifully driven there by Royalists. They gained about 25 yards already. Few more to go. Can they go all the way?
You can see the Peterites' feet just sliding under them. Clifford, they just don't seem to have any control in what they are doing, and the Peterites are in 6s and 7s. And they are into the Royal 25 from their own 40.
Well, Bari breaks free this time. He's been held back, knowing that Maul is going down. Once again, they are farming up. They know what they're good at. Nicely done by the Royal forwards. Gunadhira leading them. Bari holding on to that ball for more than 2 minutes, driving forward. That's a beautiful thing to do. But Peters, they just simply got out of that jail. But still the danger is not over. Seems like a high tackle, but referee says play on. Royal has the advantage. They have possession, they have the ball, and they got only about 15 yards. So that's the beauty. Let's see what Peters, how they're defending. We're putting a lot of effort in defense for the last half an hour or so. Once again, trying to form that maul. Breaking forward, driving forward. It's been brought down. Harit Lukugamage on that occasion. Once again, trying to break that St. Peter's defense. Very hard to do that because Peterite forwards, they're giving everything. They're throwing everything at the charging Royalists. Once again, held back. Good number of paces there. And this time it's done into Dilshan. Can he go all the way? No, he's been brought down, held back. Still Borough has the ball.
Yes, they seem to have turned over position there. Clifford and the Peterites have wrested position and opportunity for them to clear their lines.
Poor kick there. Charge down. What a chance missed. Too much time taken by the Peterites. Could have cleared it immediately under pressure is not a sensible thing to do. But luckily they get away from that with a knock forward.
Yes, lucky escape, Clifford. But just looking at the defensive effort, it's going to take its toll on this Peter Wright forward pack. And I'm really interested to see how this scrum is going to pan out. 5 meters out. Although it's Peter Wright's ball, if Royal can put a bit of pressure on this scrum, I think they could cause a lot of problems. So let's see how this scrum goes. It's going to be really interesting.
Absolutely shocking. Stephen took so much time to clear that ball. Heenpalle just sending that pass out, and Stephen taking his own time. Scrum forward, well, scrum down, ball in favor of Peters. Well, pressure by Royalists. Well, penalty for St. Peters. The playing advantage. Heenpalle this time breaking free. Kick and chase. Referee says no advantage. Continue to play now, advantage over, but Royal securing the ball. Turnover. Referee says play on. Heenpalle dishing it out. Stephen looking for support. Narendra Pereira. He takes one. Well, in fact, that's Fernando. Takes two. Turnover ball once again. Royal has the ball this time. What an execution there. All done legally. That's the beauty about it. And Vijay Kumar sends it in. That was a dangerous kick, but still good chase there. So committed for that kick, knowing that somebody's there. Seems like a high tackle.
Yes, I think this time referee Pires is going to go to his pocket. He has won the Peter Wrights once, and looks like he's not going to stand for that this time, the second time around. So Peter Wrights 2 points down. They're going to be one person down, probably for the rest of the game, because we're into the 33rd minute. So it's going to be an uphill task for the Peter Wrights now to come back with one man down.
Well, that's their key player. That's Diaz Fernando, who scored 2 tries for them. And well, the clearance was made by him, and he had to charge, didn't have much support. Trying to hold on to that player was slightly high. So that was a mistake. Too bad. Down by 2 points, and the numerical advantage is not in favor of St. Peter's either on the field.
And on the scoreboard as well.
14 against 15.
It's another attacking platform for Royal. I think from this line out, if they can get position and score here, I think Clifford will pretty much seal the game, because the remaining 6 minutes, Peter Wright's having to play with just 14 men, and they'll have to make 2 scores if Royal do score here. So Peter Wright's up against it. And just going back to those previous situations, Clifford, I think the Peter Wrights again, they were forcing the issue. They had turnover ball just outside their 25 and tried to go to the center. Instead of moving the ball down the line, decide to go into contact and forced the issue once again and turn the ball over. And it's just given Royal that opportunity to just get back position, maul themselves back, and put Peter Wrights under the pump repeatedly.
Well, I've been asking this question for the last 20 minutes, and well, St. Peter's had a fantastic start. They had great momentum, so they lost it for a moment, but then again, still they didn't regain that momentum, Abdul. So that's not going to be really good. And this time they got the ball. It's a line out, cleaned one, turnover. Let's see how they're going to clear it. Stephen makes no mistake, puts the ball back in, but again it doesn't find touch. Seems like a clean ball for Royal College. Gunawardana was brought down. So again, Royal forming that ruck. Gunadira this time taking that ball forward. Didn't gain much yardage. Seems to be a forwards game. And Vijay Kumar puts the ball back in.
Oh, that was just fantastic vision by Ashok there. He just saw the space at the back and just popped it over. Unfortunately, the timing of the wing 3/4 chase was not good, and referee Pires is just picking up that the wing three-quarter being offside. But again, very good vision by Ashok on that occasion.
Good
And
decision there by Dinka Perez as well, spotting that win three-quarter. Because, well, if it is any other player, definitely he would have missed it. Because win three-quarter, the jersey looks a little bit new. That's poor. That's poor.
Just the thing which I noticed about this Peters team, they just don't seem to be able to thinking clearly ever since that onslaught by Royal in the second half. Their decision making has been absolutely poor. They've been making the wrong choices, both in attack and in defense as well, and they've just allowed Royal to just come back into this game. And I think that crucial mistake they're going to pay dearly, because with one man down and just about 3.5 minutes to go, if Royal can just secure position and just build up phases here, I think it's going to be very, very hard for Royal to, for the Peterites rather, to come back.
Well, that was a poor decision. But again, there's a change. Nuwan Jayawardena coming in for Royal as hooker. Also, Mohammad Shakir is replacing Mahima Gamage. So good scrum there for Royal. Well, Abdul, this man, Vijay Kumar. Well, there was a short pass missed by Shakir. This time Stephen puts the ball back into the park and collected there cleanly by Yaski. That was a clash. Bang on.
That was a reckless challenge there, Clifford. I think the Peterites, they are just they've just lost their composure completely, and I think he'll be lucky to get away. I wonder whether referee Dinka Perez will go to his pocket again, because that was a very, very reckless challenge on that occasion.
Well, St. Peter seems like running out of options at the moment. Well, it's a clear yellow card.
Well, they're down to 13 now, Clifford, and
two key players, Abdul, and that is actually well, if you look at Diat Fernando and also their key player who was dominating this game, Sandesh Jayavikrama. So those are the two players off at the field. So that's not good for them. Definitely not good.
they'll be down to 13 players, and another opportunity with Royal to just kill this game off, because they've got a penalty. They just, I'm sure scrum half Ashok will just pop it into the corner and try and just get a ball going, and just kill this game off once and for all. And he's missed touch. Oh dear.
Well, Peters with the ball. It's a long pass to Stephen, but then again they're charging down the Royal forwards. Stephen's been held back. No discipline from St. Peter's there. Completely disorganized. But lucky to get away with that knock forward by Royal College.
Yes, the Peters backs, once they get a bit of space, they always are looking dangerous. But the thing there again, they seem to be just forcing the issue without showing any patience or trying to build up some phases.
Well, as we speak, things are happening up in Kandy as well. 12-15. 15 in favor of Science College. That's shocking. And 27-11, St. Thomas is leading comfortably versus St. Anthony's now. The 73rd minute of the game. But up in the hills, 12-15. The halftime, Trinity was leading 7-0. And now things have changed. On the other hand, the beautiful game here, St. Peter's versus Royal College. So Royal College leading 26-24. What a game. Coming back into this game from 19-0.
Yes, but just the final 2 or 3 minutes of this game, and Royal on the 25 with a scrum. I'd like to see Gunadhira breaking probably from the base, just setting up a few rucks. Oops, I'm sorry, I think it'll be a Peter scrum, that's right. So,
Abdul, if you look at this game, Ashok Vijay Kumar, the boy, the man I would say on the field, he was commanding, he was giving instructions, and he was creating plays, and he scored as well. So what's your say on what's your say on him?
Yes, well, if Royal do end up winning this match, I think that very little doubt who the man of the match will be. He's also just maneuvered that Royal pack extremely well. He's been like the orchestra master, just telling the forwards where to go, what to do, and he's controlled that game extremely well. So if Royal do go on to win this game, very little doubt that he's the deserved man of the match. But yet Peters have possession, 2 minutes to go. Let's see how this pans out.
But on the other hand, the other contender was Diaz Fernando for St. Peter's, who scored 2 brilliant tries. But unfortunately, the latter stage of the first half and the early stage of the second half, he couldn't get back into the game because Royal was dominating play most of the time. And unfortunately for the rest of the game, in fact, until for another minute or so, probably he's out with a yellow card. So it's not much competition for Vijay Kumar. I guess the man of the match for the evening is Ashok Vijay Kumar. Well, disaster! Chance for Royal to extend their lead and win this game comfortably. Peters have to fight back. I'm sure they are capable of doing it, creating an upset, but they don't have the numerical advantage on the park. They are playing against 15 with 13 on their side, and that's going to be a tough ask for them. On the other hand, Royal trying to capitalize on that numerical advantage, and they're trying to work that line, and they know there's numbers. Could have worked it. Still has a chance. Royal scores again. And this time seems like it's Lennox.
Yes, the numerical difference taking its toll on Peters there on that occasion. And
St. Peter's trying everything up though because they didn't have the numbers on the line, but still Royal could have worked that line. But on the other hand, Lennox lucky to get away with that and scoring that try. So that seems to be the final nail in the coffin because it was so close, so tight, 26-24 and few minutes to go and Royal scores under the post.
Yes, they do, and now Peterites, they have to score twice to get into this game, and with time just up, I think that's it. So congratulations to Royal for a fantastic fight back. And yes, referee Dinka Pires blows the final whistle and Royal snatch a monumental victory here after being 19 points down. They fought back fantastically well to secure this game, and the Peterites will be wondering what has happened, but end of the day, Clifford, they have only themselves to blame.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, just to give you a recap, well, Royal versus St. Peter's at Royal Complex today. Second round, Peter's coming into this game as underdogs, well, scoring 3 tries and converting 2 of them, 19 points to nil. They were leading in the first 20 minutes. Well, it took Royal 20 minutes, in fact, to come back into this game, and going into half-time, it was 19-12, still St. Peter's leading. Well, the second half was entirely, it belongs to Royal College, and they came back and they fought strong, they regained the lead, and finally ending up this game with 33 points to 24. What a game. Royal College producing some brilliant rugby. St. Peter's, they had a good start. Unfortunately, they couldn't capitalize on that and to go on to win this game. Well, good luck to both teams, and thank you for joining us this evening. Hope you all enjoyed watching us. Until we meet you again, good night from the commentary box.
කොහේ ගියත් කොතැන හිටියත් ශ්‍රී ලංකා පිලේ එංගලන්ත සංචාරයේ උණුසුම් අවස්ථා ඔබේ මොබයිල් එකෙන් සජීවීව ඩයලොග් මයි ටීවී වෙතින්ම පමණයි. ඩේටා කාස්තුවක් නොමැතිව දවසටම රුපියල් 333ක් වැනි සුළු මුදලකට ඇති තරම් නරඹන්න. ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ටයිප් කර 8282ට SMS කරන්න. ඩයලොග් වෙතින් මයි ටීවී අනාගතය ආදායි.
There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you tend to dream really do come true. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow, wide and wondering sky. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh.
Serving over 240 million customers across Asia. Axiata, advancing Asia.
Now transact with over 40 million EasyCash customers via Dialog, Etisalat and Hutch. Dial #111# to register today. Now use selected commercial bank ATMs to withdraw EasyCash at your convenience.
Now I can withdraw EasyCash from any commercial bank ATM which displays the EasyCash logo. Select cardless transactions. Select your preferred language. Select EasyCash. Type in the amount you need. Enter your EasyCash account number. You will receive a message onto your mobile. Enter your EasyCash PIN and send to complete your transaction.
Now use commercial bank ATMs to withdraw EasyCash at your convenience. Call 7111 for more information. EasyCash, money in your mobile. Connect to Sri Lanka's largest Wi-Fi network with over 2,500 hotspots across the country. Cafes, restaurants, colleges, hospitals, bus stands, train stations and many more. Select Dialog Wi-Fi and visit wifi.dialog.lk to register and get your username and password. Choose from 4 easy ways to top up your account. Go Wi-Fi, go Dialog.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you tend to dream really do come true. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow, wide and wondering sky. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh.
Serving over 240 million customers across Asia. Axiata, advancing Asia.